Hello world, it is Thursday, May 25th, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance, it looks like it's a bright sunny day. It's chilly though, and it's going to be cool today, I think high in the mid upper 60s. And I believe there might be a frost or even maybe a freeze warning for tonight, since the last I saw the predicted low was going to be 32, so quite chilly for the third week in May, or the end of May. The devotion for today is entitled Revealed by Donna Shaper. And Donna bases the devotion upon 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 12, New Revised Standard Version. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then we will see face to face. Now I know only in part. Then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. And then Donna writes, I was fascinated by a workshop at the American Religious Association called Architectures of Hiding, Craft and Concealment. It looks about what a building hides as well as what it shows. Architectural creation, its representation, interpretation, and associated activities more often than not are seen as processes of revelation. However, one can argue that the architecture hides as much as it reveals. The Purloined Letter, a detective story written by Edgar Allan Poe, describes the chase to look for a stolen letter with confidential information. The story revolves around the search for a letter hidden by being left out in the open. Allan Poe highlights a complicated relationship between visibility, revelation, clarity, and its complementary hiding, concealing, camouflaging. Personally, you wouldn't want to stay concealed forever. Sometimes you use tricks as good as Edgar Allan Poe's Purloined Letter to stay hidden. But is that what people want out of life? Don't we prefer to be seen, to be recognized, to be known? For years, I blamed my mother for not leaving my abusive father. She took his punches. She had also been nearly drowned by her mother, my grandmother, when she was 3. I have no idea how I can be so healthy. Yes, I am joking, and I'm trusting God and my partners in conversation to see what I am hiding in the joke. And Donna's prayer. Revealing God as we live through the tides of this Easter, make sure we know what we don't know. Also alert us that in the end we will see the well hidden in plain sight. Amen. Well, a couple of images this devotion raised in me is one is when I got to her prayer, make sure we know what we don't know. It reminded me of something I always say in a lot of my sermons. We don't know what we don't know until we know, and then we can't unknow it. But I think more importantly, and that's about what's going on in other people's lives, but more importantly, a lot of people don't know what is going on in our own life. And I can't remember the quote exactly, but there's a quote, something to the effect that you never know the heavy load that each person is carrying, and each person is carrying a heavy load. And sometimes when you know what's going on in someone's life, it changes your attitude towards them and helps bring compassion and empathy to them. So I guess that all in all made me think of the most important thing is to try to be compassionate and kind to everyone, because you don't know the load that they might be carrying. And being available to someone who you actually know is struggling or suffering, and be an ear for them, because sometimes it helps when you're in the midst of a struggle to be able to share it without judgment, but just listen to someone. It helps to have someone that listens to your story and is there for you and just has compassion and empathy for you and love. Well, it's Thursday, and I hope that you can join us on Sunday for worship. It is Pentecost Sunday, so we're inviting people to wear red on Sunday. And Worship starts about, well, music starts about 10:15 or so, 10:20. And then announcements. There's some bells that ring in our church, and after the bells ring, we do announcements, which is about 10:27, and then worship starts immediately following. And you can join us either in person or on Facebook Live if that works better for you. But we would love to have you come and visit. And if you do come to be in person, to be our guest, we do serve fair trade coffee, and we sell fair trade coffee and tea and hot chocolate. But we serve coffee all before, during, and after church. And there's tea as well. There's a tea kettle. So hope you can join us. Take care, and hope to talk to you soon.